Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Howell now to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Dotson's somebody who can turn any catch into a big season. Expect a big jump for him in year 2.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson on a give right side.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up second down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and they got it done.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now it's Wilson.
That's for the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down and a yard. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You talk about this Washington defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in, ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cameron Latu with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Thomas barreling ahead, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he caught it up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Motion man is Crowder. Throwing here, Howell. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 4. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Back to throw, Howell. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll buy some time right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape.
But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. In motion goes Patrick.
Run it, run it, run it. 14, run it.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now Howell. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Another throw for Howell. Dancing to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Howell out of the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell from the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down, they are able to attack. If the offense wins the down, they might go faster, do other things.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Dotson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And Howe will throw it. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets. How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play action. Now Wilson. Out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On first down, Wilson. A short throw here to Latu. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Howell now to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
That's returnable now for Smith.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
In motion goes Patrick.
Look left.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
46-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
He completes this to Sutton. And Sutton will have the Broncos first down as they take this up close to midfield.
3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And just one.
Got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
Powell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Nice.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 12. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, Howell now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, They still want to get a few shots in. Their front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Broncos, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 0-2.